Today we are going to be building Croft Manor from Tomb Raider, but we're doing it in The Sims 1. I hope you sit back and enjoy this video. So we're going to get started by bulldozing the biggest lot on Sim Lane, and straight away we're already putting down the fencing for the house. I haven't made a video in a while. Yeah, I took a bit of a break. True, I had some surgery. If you've been on this channel before, you know I have a broken leg. It's not quite fixed yet, but I'm on my way. Anyway, so I've been away for a while, and I was also working, and yeah, I just kind of skipped some uploads. And you know, if you go to my channel, you can see I've had a lot of Sims 1 videos, and I'm pretty Sims 1'd out, and I feel like this Croft Manor build could be me coming towards the end of my Sims 1 summer era. And there's still a hot date video to go, but the ones I do that have no commentary in them. But yeah, I'm very Sims 1'd out. But moving back to the video, I spent a lot of time building Croft Manor, and thankfully between The Sims 4, playing a lot of Tomb Raider, I know my Croft Manor very well, and this is obviously a classic core design version from Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 3, and the wall textures I think are more so Tomb Raider 2. And what made this really kind of magical and able to be done is that there was a CC creator back in 2002, over 23 years ago, who moved all the textures from Tomb Raider 2 into the game, a user called Jo Rodrigues. So this couldn't have been done without this user, because they had actually ported the actual textures, which I just think make the build look more awesome and more authentic. So if you've ever played classic Tomb Raider, you know this layout very well. She has an epic hallway with some stairs, and on her bedroom on the second floor, which has an enormous bathroom and balcony, and I wanted to capture all those details. Getting it to scale in The Sims 1 is interesting, because as you can see in The Sims 1, you know, it's on a grid system, you know, there's squares, that's how you can see all the tiles there. But Tomb Raider, the classic games, are also on a grid system, so you kind of think, and in a way, you know, it did work. I was able to do like a one-to-one translation, but then you do some small things to, you know, make it fit into the world of The Sims. So her assault course at the back isn't so big, because, you know, the plot of land I have to work with isn't the biggest. But yeah, it looks a lot like you know, the house from Tomb Raider, but like a bed in this game is a double bed, which would take up like 2 tiles wide, whereas like Lara Croft's bed in the game is 1 tile wide, because it, you know, the scale of objects to who she is in the game is different. But like it matches up really well, and I had a nice job at the bathroom. I put like an enormous tub in there, because usually in Tomb Raider 3 she has like this really deep tub, like she can almost swim in it. It's hilarious. But yeah, I just thought it looked super cool, and again, the textures on the wall and the floor make such a difference. Like you look at that and you're like, oh, that's the carpet from Croft Manor. So I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. And of course you can download this. I've uploaded it. So what you need is obviously the Sims 1 Complete Collection, and then also my CC pack. Because when I uploaded the CC pack, in the extras folder, I put in as much Tomb Raider custom content as I could find for The Sims 1 from that era. Because as much as I was making the CC pack for everybody, I was also making it just for myself. I'm a big Tomb Raider fan, so I wanted to collect all the Lara Croft skins, and then this user called Jo Rodrigues made some stuff, and I was like, let's put that in there, because like you ported the textures. So you don't have to go scouting all over the internet, and the internet of 23 years ago, to deep web, to find this stuff. If you to download the house, you'll have to download the house by itself, like the actual file of the house, and then if you have my CC pack, you'll find everything you need in the bonus extras folder. It's called More Tomb Raider Stuff. But yeah, now we're moving on to the dining room. This is the classic Croft dining room. Yeah, the stereo in Tomb Raider 3, it plays some really nice music. And yeah, I mean, I've added obviously a couple of adjustments, like there's downstairs bathrooms and things, but you know, I didn't deviate much from the layout of Croft Manor. I think anyone who would look at this house and has played a Tomb Raider game would say, yeah, this is a Croft Manor. Oh yeah, like you've had custom objects, like that kitchen set. That's a Tomb Raider 2 kitchen set. It says a lot that I know that's the textures from Tomb Raider 2. But yeah, like there's kitchen cab, like it looks very cool, and he even made crates, like the wooden crates for the assault course. So when you see the backyard in a few minutes, you'll be very impressed with that too. The butler's, the infamous freezer for the butler, you can't really do that in The Sims 1. You can't even do it in The Sims 4. So what I put in there instead was, I put a buffet table. That's good for throwing a party. If you want to make a rich sim playing it or play with Lara, you can get a chef to put the buffet table. But I put like a bunch of cheat objects into the freezer. So the most 2 popular objects for The Sims 1 in terms of a hack mod would be a teleporter. So rather than phoning up a friend, can you please come over to my house? You just click on it and the sim pops out of it like a, you know, like Doctor Who telephone booth. And then the other object is like a shower chamber, but when your sim gets into it, it rejuvenates them and it gives them like full health. Or, you know, they maxes their motives. So now hungry, they're fully slept, you know, they're fully entertained, their socials up. The gym I had a lot of fun with, and what made it more fun this time around building compared to when I was a kid many years ago playing Sims 1 is obviously all the custom content objects, because I put all the gym equipment. And now we're building the infamous swimming pool room from The Sims 1, or from Tomb Raider in The Sims 1. If you ever played it, everybody knows about the Croft Manor pool. And I thought, you know, I had so much fun building all the rooms, and it really makes it different. You know, I used to try and build this house when I was like 8 or 9 years old, like before Sims 2 came out, really. And like, you just couldn't do it back then with like custom content, but because I've collected all this custom content, it feels so much more doable. I even did a nod to Tomb Raider 3 when you go down to the basement and you swim with the fishes to get the key for the quad bike track. There is like, that's in The Sims Superstar, you can actually get into that and swim around and go swimming with the fishes. So I built that room as a nod, because obviously you can't build basements in Sims 1, so you can, Lara can go in there and swim around, and I thought that was pretty funny. And then that artifact room, of course, will be filled with infamous trophies and possessions. I guess it makes sense because The Sims 1 is on a grid system, as is Tomb Raider, the classic games, but it translated very nicely into The Sims 1. Now, this is a very expensive house. This is the type of house you have to do a money cheat. I feel like in The Sims 4, you'd actually be able to do this without using cheats, but in The Sims 1, because that's how The Sims 1 is, there's no way you could live in this house by yourself without the money cheat. I think it comes to like 500,000 simoleons. It's very expensive. And it's only 2 bedroom. Obviously there's Lara's room, and then there's like another bedroom in the middle. Yeah, you can put whoever you want. If you decide not to play as Lara, you can play as another sim. And yeah, I just had a lot of fun building it. Like, you know, I got it on my system. You know, if this is one of the final Sims 1 videos I make, I think it's a good way to go out. I mean, talk about not finishing my Let's Play of my Rags to Riches. I think I will probably finish it, but I'm very Sims 1 out. I think if you go into my channel and click into my profile, you can see I've made just Sims 1 videos all summer. It's probably less about The Sims and just more so that I haven't been able to leave the house with my stupid broken leg. Not to turn this into a vlog and get distracted, but I think it's just an accumulation of things. I think I probably got into the world of The Sims 1 to distract myself, but now it's like 3 months later, I'm like, oh, I'm Sims 1'd out. But I was glad I finished some work and have like a lull before work begins again, and just in terms of what I do in my job, that I was like, okay, I'll upload the Lara Croft video. I had this recorded over 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, I'll edit it. This is the trophy room. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Obviously I customize it to work within the Sims, but it's the bear rug, you can lie down, drink some champagne, there's a fire, which you will see is a hazard, that fireplace. Oh my gosh, if you're playing this house, do not light that on fire. And I built her a walk-in wardrobe, which was fun because I finally got to build a walk-in wardrobe using the custom content in my curated pack that allows you to have a walk-in wardrobe. In Croft Manor, of course, the Lara would have one. In Tomb Raider 2, it's a gun cabinet. No guns really in The Sims 1, so you know, it becomes a walk-in wardrobe. And yeah, this is the library. This is, if you ever played Tomb Raider 1, this is where you start out infamously, you know, welcome to my home, I'll give you a guided tour. And then you have like a sitting room out there. I mean, it's obviously a mixture of the Tomb Raider 2 and the Tomb Raider 3 manor. But I'm very happy with how this turned out, and yeah, I'm very chill. I'm recording this quite late at night, so my commentary might not be that spectacular because I'm tired, but I'm determined to get this edited and onto YouTube in time for my Friday release. Yeah, I really liked how it turned out. Like some of the tacky stuff in The Sims 1, like it works perfectly in Croft. Like it works perfectly in a country estate, like you know, an old British mansion. Like you know, it works beautifully. And I was like, oh, what would Lara have in a modern TV? Because the TV in her sorry, am I recording? Yes, I am. TV in her game, even in the remastered game, it's quite old. Speaking of remastered, I know I need to do Lost Artifact. I'm waiting for patch 4 to come out. I hope patch 4 comes out soon. People have been talking about this patch 4. I don't even know if there's going to be improvements to Lost Artifact in patch 4, but I may as well just wait by this point. So I guess if you go into my YouTube channel, I've played all of Tomb Raider Remastered besides Lost Artifact. There's a playlist, All Secrets, if you're new to the franchise. You can watch me ace it. It is my area of expertise, my special interest. We're now building the maze. So I didn't fully build the maze. I slow things down for this. I didn't fully build the maze because in The Sims 1, the Sims aren't that smart. And thankfully, because Lara Croft is a mansion, you know, the Croft Manor, everything's double doors, which is great for the Sims because if a Sims gets stuck at a door, all the other Sims get stuck behind them and like a queue forms. But because of that, I didn't want to build a full maze because your Sims will get stuck in that and die. Like, it's not even funny. So I built like the illusion of a maze, and then I just put some trees in the middle. But I mean, if you want to make it a full maze, you can go in there, but like Sims will get stuck based on just my experience with The Sims 1. So I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, if you want to, you can just delete some trees and then build out the rest of the maze yourself. But spiritually, it's the Croft Manor maze. I still put, you know, the statue in the middle. I covered some trees. Like, when you look at it, you're like, oh, that's the maze. And obviously there's no vehicles in The Sims 1, so I couldn't build a quad bike track. But yeah, we're coming towards the end now. I think I'm almost at the point where I'm just deciding the roof colour. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like, it looks like Croft Manor, and I think, again, the textures that this CC creator created back in the day, Jo Rodrigues, just really makes a difference. It looks so much like Croft Manor. So we're going into gameplay. If you download my CC pack, you'll realize it restores the infamous intro for The Sims 1. In Complete Collection, there's no intro, but I was able to bring it back for Sims 1. When you download the file, you can import the house. It looks like this. It will give you an option. Do you want to delete the house where, you know, on Sim Lane and change it to this one? You press yes, and it'll automatically plot the house down on the land, and I think we're going to go into it now, and this is what the house looks like, which you just saw me build for the past 10 minutes. I can't see the time on this. How long are we at? 12 minutes? And yeah, I'm really, really happy, and you can see the Lara Croft I made for this. You'll see her walk around in a second, but it looks great. I like the fountain. It's a horse fountain, even like Tomb Raider 3. It's obviously not the horse fountain, but it's a fountain of a horse. And you got the maze there, you got the infamous kitchen. I added some things that are Simsy, so that's a dog bath. So you can just like wash a dog if your Sim has a pet. So I did add a few things to make it like The Sims. You know, make it Simsy that way. And there she is studying her cooking in the library so she doesn't set anything on fire. The neighbours are down here. I mean, like, you know, it works really, really fun. And I'm just really happy with how it turned out. Again, I've added a few things like a couple of doors around the house just to make the pathfinding easier. Just so like Flower wants to go to the back, she doesn't have to walk all the way around, she can just go through the gym. And yeah, she even met my Sim self. So in a way, this is like an episode 6 of my Rags to Riches Let's Play. It's now canon, Lara Croft knows me. And what's really funny is because my Sim self is so famous from the celebrity career of Sim Superstar, she can't even interact with the Sim, which was kind of annoying and it's kind of a downside of the Sim Superstar. I wonder if maybe we can do a mod or something in the future to change that. And here she is phoning for a butler to live in her house, although we did see the robot walking around earlier. There's a robot that gardens and cooks for her and does all sorts of things, but she's going to have a butler too. You saw her on the phone there to hire one. I love how the gym turned out. I think it turned out really well. And yeah, I think we're going to take her out of her raiding outfit into her infamous sports gear. This is like her pajama wear from Tomb Raider 1. This is like her infamous home suit where she has like the sweatbands on her arm. And that's me, not Lara. That's me in the fish tank going for a swim while Lara just feeds the fish in the hallway. And I think it's cool that she can interact with all the exercise equipment. There's really nothing outside she can interact with besides the pool. But you can see Lara practicing her martial arts there. You can see her jumping on the trampoline. And you can see her pommeling on the horse in a the pommel. What's it called? The pommeling horse or whatever it is. And then obviously she goes for swimming in the iconic, you know, swimming pool. And she'll actually move into her Tomb Raider 2 Wreck of the Maria Doria outfit, where she could be the sunken ship outfit, and it looks really cool. Because like if you have a high body skill, she will do a swan dive, so it's very Tomb Raider. And obviously the CC user ported the textures over from the swimming pool room. Yeah, Lara, beware. So she's relaxing on that bearskin rug, and she has the fireplace on. And look, it caught fire. I just thought that was so funny. When it happened, I was shocked. I was like, oh my god, I just built this house and it's on fire. But thankfully, there are smoke alarms everywhere, so you will see there goes the fire. You know, firemen to put it out for Lara because she was too lazy to do it herself. Which I always think is really funny. We are coming towards the end of the video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope if you enjoyed the build, you can obviously download it if you're a Sims 1 player. And do check out my other Sims 1 videos, but I hope you're keeping safe and well. And I will leave you off with Lara, and I will see you in the next video, and hopefully Tomb Raider The Lost Artifact. Okay, bye everybody.